Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's start waiting till a few more people come in, and then we'll get this thing on the road.
What's
All is,
happening?
man, all is well.
All is well. All is well.
I love to hear, man, and I appreciate you, man, for being a part of the community.
Yeah, of
Man,
course.
it's a this is something very new to me, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be a day by day process building in, and really just trying to educate us, man. So
yeah,
I'm
for
excited.
sure. I'm on board.
I appreciate it. So just let's start waiting for a few more people to start trickling in. You know how people
Sure.
are.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no worries.
Everybody's just trickling in little by little. So we're just giving them a few more minutes, and we're gonna get the party rocking. I'm so excited, man. Y'all don't know how excited I am about this, man. Like I am beyond excited. And because I know what this is gonna do. Like I know what type of information I have. I know, what type of community I'm gonna have built within the next couple of years, and just day by day. And I'm just so proud of you guys for taking an initiative to believe in me to get started while I'm getting started. That's the big thing. So.
Most
Um,
definitely.
and you don't know how excited I am. Let's see one more message out, and then we're gonna party rock. Cool. So as they trickle in, they trickle in. This will be filmed, so by being filmed, they can go back and watch this later. So I'm about to mute you. Mute. Turn your cameras off for me real fast. Okay. Everybody turn your cameras off. So, all right, let's get started. Today we're going to talk about like how to obtain and how to use business credit. I know everybody heard about personal credit, and everybody probably got good personal credit. I pray. So I wanted to show everybody how to obtain business credit because it's a monster in itself. It's how you guys are going to be able to scale your businesses, your brands, and take things to a whole nother level. And so we're going to get into that a little later. Let's kick it off by just I'll tell you guys a little bit about me, what it is that I do, my mission, my goals, and then I'm going to ask to hear you guys' goals and just see where you guys are doing, where you're stuck at, where you're trying to get to, so we can better off help each other. Because this community is to help each other, and that's key. So a little bit about the reason why I formed this group, because I formed this group because I realized how important information is, and I realized how hard it is for us as minorities to obtain this information. So if you want this type of information that you're going to get inside of my community, it's going to cost you at least 10 grand. So at least 10 grand. And that discouraged a lot of minority businesses because they don't have the 10 grand. And by you not having the 10 grand, what happened? You don't get access to the information. And for me, I done accumulated probably couple $100,000 in education. And by me doing that, it helped me expand, it helped me grow, it helped me take things to a whole nother level. And so when I started to unlock this stuff, I'm like, yo, why they ain't tell me about this? Why they ain't been telling me about this? And I'm kind of happy they didn't, because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes we be like, yo, we want all the information, we want all this, but it's timing. And if you're not ready, guess what happened? You fumble the ball. So I'm so blessed that as over the few years, as I started accumulating the information, I was hungry, but I also was ready and disciplined, you know? So if a lot of you guys don't know, I got my start in content, music videos, graphic design, photography, everything dealing with content. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I was blessed to be successful with this and doing this, right? So when I tell people, I don't say, hey, bro, you can be successful by going to buy stocks or Forex or Primerica or any of this other shit. I don't do none of that. I'm not knocking nobody who do that. I'm just saying, hey, if your passion is walking dogs, well, let me show you how to scale your business in walking dogs. If your passion is braiding hair, combing hair, doing whatever it is, let me show you how to leverage that and take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. See, a lot of people be like, yo, man, I'm trying to get it. And they running around trying to do every other thing but the thing that they're gifted and talented in that the man upstairs gave them, right? And so that's my whole objective, is to show you, hey, you can be successful by your day-to-day. And so over the years, most of you guys know me, I've been helping people nonstop. I've been giving value nonstop. I've been giving game nonstop. And me and my wife, we was talking, and we was just like, I was about to put out an ebook, right? And she was like, yo, why are you putting out an ebook about creating revenue generating content? Bro, you already got a book that's cool, but what you doing, you don't need an ebook. You need some type of community. You need some type of hands-on. You need some type of stuff in that nature, not no book. They don't want to read that shit. You know, and I said, you're right, but what to do? You know what I'm saying? She said, bro, you got your I Am a Creative app that you created a community for other people to link. How about, and you ain't been on it like you're supposed to be on it. Won't you transfer that into a community and take all of your education and put it into that and create a congregation where you can help these people really build and take things to another level? And they can be like, yo, man, I went through, I had the I Am a Creative app, which I was part of the Creative Circle, and the Creative Circle with Dontel Antonio, that's what helped me get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just giving people random jewels, it's like, yo, build this congregation, build this community, and help these people and help them get to the next level. Not just watch it, because, you know, I can give you information and you be like, man, it's too much for me to handle. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to give them the information, but I'm also going to hold them accountable. I'm also going to be in the chat with them. I'm also going to make sure I talk every day to them, answer any of the questions they got. And also I'm going to do bi-weekly Zoom calls. If it's not just me by myself, I'm going to bring in some of my successful friends that can educate you guys in different elements and different fields, depending on y'all goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take y'all goals and I'm going to listen to them. And then I'm going to start bringing in people that specialize in those arenas to help you guys go to another level. And the blessing, the part about it is I'm not charging you an arm and a leg. I'm not charging you $1,000 to be in this. I'm not charging you a monthly subscription of $200, $300 a month. I'm charging you less than a Chick-fil-A meal. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key, because I know that you're going to be like, yo, the value that I'm getting is beyond this, man. And I respect them, and I respect the price point, you know. So that's what I'm doing is, and my whole goal is for you guys to take all this information, use it for you guys' entities, y'all family entities, y'all best friends entities, so you guys can start building y'all circle around y'all. That's the key of this. So it's not just for you to win, it's really for you to build out. And that's what's really going to help our people, you know, really be successful. You know what I'm saying? You don't get successful by robbing, scamming, and doing all this other stuff. You get successful by understanding the fundamentals and growing your thing that you do. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to look over your shoulders or do anything illegal to win. And that's what I want to keep showing. So for me, my passion is content creation. I was just blessed to understand business because I didn't have nobody to teach me. So I had to fall on my butt a few times, and then I started to save my money, and then somebody would say, hey, I do this. And I say, okay, how much it's gonna cost? Well, now 15,000 here, 20,000 here, 30,000 here. I'm paying for the education, but I'm using it, and now it's access. Oh, damn, now we're doing $1 million. Oh, damn, now we consecutively doing $1 million. Oh, damn. And now it's like, oh, we doing that because I was able to access that information. And then everybody around me, like my wife company, what she do, she makes 6 figures, and she, you know, she do that on her own. So my goal is to show you guys how to do it on your own and how to be very productive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have each one of you guys that's on right now, I'm gonna have you guys share your goals, what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're looking to get out of this, and just something that you can teach somebody else that's on here. You know what I'm saying? Brian, I'm gonna start with you. You can pop in real fast.
What's going on, everybody? Goals. I'm a photographer based out of Atlanta. That's what I do. I have my own company, Invade Productions, and I also do abstract art. So out of this, I want to do photo shoots. I'm doing photo shoots, but I want to be on a higher level as far as like fashion, magazines, like print work, pretty much. So I feel like this community knows networking, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows somebody. So do it like that.
Okay, so what is one thing that you like really struggle with while building your photography business?
So I'll say I'm consistent with posting on like social media, and like I've been consistent for like the past year now since we've been in the pandemic. So I've been really on myself about that, and it's drawing, you know, people. I'm getting people to follow me, and like it's starting to buzz. But I want to push it, and I don't know how to, and like I don't know how to get attention from bigger companies like a Macy's or a Polo. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to shoot for those people.
Okay, so how much money are you spending right now in advertisement a month?
So I do like the little the boost on Facebook and IG. That's the
So you
only
just
thing I do
like
for
throw your money in
advertisement.
the ocean. So you like throwing your money in the ocean.
I guess I do. I thought that's the way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll have my friends share it, and then their friends will share it. So that's how I word of mouth really. But I
That's
haven't
dope.
really paid for an advertisement or anything like that.
All right, so I got something coming in this week. It's already filled. It's going to be inside the Learn Content Creation section, which is going to show you how to properly do that stuff, how to properly run ads, how to properly collect data. Because right now you're saying, hey, I'm talking to my people, but what information are you getting from them? How are you going to keep updated with them, right? You're not collecting the data.
Yeah, because like I don't know who's looking at who is who and what, and like the target, you know what I'm saying, the audience. So that's why I
And
really
so how
struggle
your
with.
clientele doing? So how your clientele, you got steady clientele or you need more?
Yeah, so I'm in Ohio right now. So I came to visit my brother, and then you know I did a couple photo shoots for my friends, and they turned out great. And then so I've been getting booked. So I was supposed to go home today, but I got booked 3 more times. So I'll be here to the end of the month, which is great. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. So it's starting to happen, but I want it to turn up even more.
Okay. So you really about your goals is really to increase that advertisement, understand that advertisement, and try to land some big time gigs, right?
For sure. Yep. Yes, sir.
All right. So when y'all see me looking down, I'm taking notes, which each person name, each person goes, so I know what y'all trying to do, and so I can hold y'all accountable with y'all growth, right? So all right, so we know you want to get print work, and you want to get better with advertisement. And that's dope. So what I want you to do realistically is the money that you just made this week, I want you to take, man, like 75% if you can, right? Keep only 25% and take 75% of it to use for marketing for next month, if it's possible. If 75% too high, go 50, but don't go no lower.
All right.
Right? Because what we got to start doing is separating our advertisement and marketing budgets. because what people tend to do is they tend to mix their money. So you take your business money and make it your personal money because you just work for it, and now you scared as hell to spend it.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like we gotta separate it, and we gotta, if you make, let's say if you make $1,000 this week, let's take 750 of it and put it to the side for advertisement for next month, right? Because that's the only way you're gonna get seen. Boosting and all of that shit's weak. You're throwing money in the ocean. You're throwing money in the ocean. But like I told you, I got the content coming in inside of the curriculum for Learn Creation. Content creation that's going to show you how to run ads properly, how to collect data, how to make sure you obtain your clients with your content.
Right. Because that's what I'm clueless about.
Man, so we got that. I knew that's a big one. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we got your goals down. All right. Queer, how you say it? How you say that? I'm gonna ask you to unmute.
Fuqua Realty.
Fuqua. How you doing, Queen? Sorry about that.
Good. How are you? Hello to everyone.
Miss Fuqua.
Yeah.
That's different.
Thank you.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what you do and what's your goals, what it is that you struggle with, and yeah.
Okay, so I am a realtor in the state of California, and I love what I do, but I'm kind of at a point where I am thinking of either growing my business from a perspective of being a broker and building agents under me. That is definitely a goal that I want to accomplish this year. I'm also interested into getting into government contracting. And then I've also been thinking of doing freight dispatching. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm trying to do something different, trying to expand, grow, etc., pivot my business. And I guess I would need help with more consistency, staying on track with what I want to accomplish, and not just getting caught in the moment of, oh, I closed a deal or 2 or 3, and I'm kind of just relaxing right now. I want to just keep going. And I'm definitely learning about building the business credit so I can put more money into advertising and marketing. So I think that will be the goals that I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah, we got a date, right? We got a date for your dispatch.
Yes. So and I did do a consultation call for that too. How
did that go?
It actually went really, really well. I think that this will be the lady that I want to go with.
Okay. So we only got like a week.
I know to make my decision.
So, and because I had the pleasure of speaking with her on the phone the other day, and she was like, "Hey, I want to do this, and she was like, trucking, but I got these different people, this price, this," and I said, "Well, what's stopping you?" Well, nothing really. So it's like, well, I'm holding her accountable. We put a date on it, so it's like, yo, let's hit this date. Let's make sure you jump into that dispatcher just to see, right? Because sometimes we get scared and don't do stuff, but we never know if it would be valuable or not. I'd rather pay for the education, even if I don't use it, just to have it there stored in my mental somewhere, because I might want to pull it out later, take some dust off of it and pull it out later, right? So that's a big goal for me, to making sure that you guys hit everything that y'all want to do, and not just, hey, I wish I could do this, because 9 times out of 10, you really can't. It's just about strategizing and executing, and making sure that you prepare yourself, So thank you so much, Queen.
Correct. Thank you.
All right. Hey, Gabby, do you want to get on this? Matter of fact, if not, we could come back.
Yes, I can.
Hey guys, this is my wife, Gabby.
Hi.
And that's my daughter, Journey.
Hi.
Hi. So tell us a little bit about what you do and some of your goals.
Okay, my name is Gabby Jefferson, and I am a mobile app developer. My goal is with my mobile app company is to continue to grow it and to help entrepreneurs build their businesses through their mobile apps. And then I also want to start a women's group and basically doing what Dontel is doing as far as adding to the app and teaching people how to set goals and etc. Is that everything?
Okay. Yeah. What are some things that you struggle with?
Some things I struggle with is consistency in posting the content. I just got comfortable creating content and then I just sit on it. So I'll just have it stored away, but I don't necessarily post it.
Okay, so you got to get to posting more, okay?
Yeah.
And not just sitting on it. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Gabby was a big time introvert, right? So over the years, probably like a year now, right? Year and a half at the most, she's starting to break out her shell. And that's the biggest thing. So her getting in front of the camera, that's something she just started doing within the last few months.
Yes.
So I commend her on that. So, she might not move as much as me, like when it comes to content, but the pace that she's moving at is extremely way different than what she was doing before that. So I commend you on that. Let's get our women's goal setting together in the app so you can, build more with the women that comes into the app. And let's just keep growing and scaling your business.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Ladrine.
Hey, I'm on here. I don't know if you guys can see me.
Yeah, we see you a little bit. Well, we see you. Okay, corona free.
Yeah, I'm at work. So the dogs might bark. If they do, I wrote everything so I can just paste it and you guys can read it. But my goals are definitely to learn the business side of owning a business. So that's from everything from taxing to how to use different funding and stuff like that. My next goal would be to understand how grants can help my company. After that would be to create more business relationships around Atlanta within the animal industry. My next one would be to hire 1 to 2 reliable employees, then generate enough revenue to pay for all of the expenses with a profit as well. Of course, advertise and market better. And then my overall goal is just to have a pet sitting company that specializes in home style boarding, because I haven't seen that at all. So I want to be one of the first companies to do that. And then my struggles, which I've been working on, is saying no when it comes to, too many discounts, price reductions, and requests that I rather not offer. And then creating the perfect schedule to give me more time for the business, as well as just seeing the creativity in my work when it comes to social media purposes for marketing and stuff.
Okay. And what's the name of your company?
It's called Your Pet's Bestie.
And what do you guys do?
So we offer boarding, daycare, pet sitting, and training services for dogs, and then just pet care, like pet sitting for cats. So then we do some basic grooming, but I really want to move out of me doing basic grooming. And so far I've partnered with one groomer in Atlanta. And so I want to try to move my clients to going to, my actual groomer. And that's been a struggle, but I'm working on it. Yeah.
Okay, well, at least you're working on it. At least you know the things that you want to work on, your issues that you having. And that be the biggest thing, because a lot of people don't know that stuff and they be scared, right? And then once they do realize it, then what happens is they be scared to even execute it. Like that's one thing that I see. It's like, that this is a problem that your business is having, but you're not going out there to try to execute it. You know what I'm saying? So well, I commend you on that. Well, let's work on that. Let's work on helping you understand the business, helping you create the crew, the employees, grants. Well, you say grants, but you're more probably, I don't know, grant wise.
Yeah, I don't know the term.
Loan wise, loans, because you're not a nonprofit, you're a for-profit, so you're gonna get more loans than grants so much. But it's a lot of stuff out there, especially women in business, minority women in business, especially now. I'm not gonna lie, women in business has the world on a hold right now. So you women probably got a ton of grants out there. So yeah, I'm with it. Okay. All right, Mr. Lorenzo. Oh, you're welcome, Queen.
What's going on, boss?
What's going on, King? You
Not
look
much,
mighty
not much.
comfortable over there.
You said I'm looking comfortable?
Yes.
It got done working out not too long ago.
All right, so tell us what it is that you do, what's some goals that you're working towards, and what's some issues that you're dealing with.
Got you. So I'm a freelance director / DP out in Detroit. My goals are to go from getting hired by companies to come in and do roles to actually running the production myself for companies, but also helping them market it as well to create retainer clients versus just doing one project for them and then you just wait on that next job. The biggest struggle for me has been, I guess, understanding the marketing side, because I feel like I can get into a space, talk to a company or a potential client and get them to hire me for a gig, but it's more so being able to turn that into a long-term relationship or have them continuously hire me for multiple gigs that keep them as retainers. And also, another thing I would say is probably, I guess, creating my own content. It's easy for me to talk to people in a meeting, but I'm not one of those people that like to get in front of the camera and, promote some stuff or just promote myself in general. So I'm used to just, looking for a job, applying for it. If I meet the skill set and get hired for it, there it is. And other than that, that's pretty much it.
Oh man, I love it, man. Retaining clients is the key thing to growth, right? Like I every day I retain new clients, right? And make them do plans with me and stick with me, man, because for us, especially doing content, it's key for us to make sure that we know what's coming in these next few months. It's big for us to understand that. So retaining clients is key. We definitely help with that. And then putting out content, like it's hard as hell to put out content for yourself. Especially if you're more of an introvert, you know what I'm saying? But when I tell people that's introverts, I say, hey, guess what? People love to fall in love with personalities. Even if you're an introvert, you still put out content and show your side. You don't have to be all high energy. You can be low energy, but really you, and just share that with people. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you to promote your business. It's up to you to go out there and go the extra mile for your business. Because if you don't, who will? You know what I'm saying? So if you scared to jump in front of that camera, you ain't gonna do. That means you're not willing to do whatever it takes to grow that brand. You feel me? It's not like you got to sell your soul, do no weird stuff. You literally get in front of that camera and you become your cheerleader for your brand. You heard? So, man, and I love it. I'm happy you starting to put out content for yourself. And I know we spoke a few times, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it's amazing to see you in the community. And, man, let's just keep building.
Most definitely.
So, let's see who we got next. Marcello.
Yeah, it's Marcello. What's going on, King?
What's going on, King?
Man, I'm good. It's good to be here.
Man, I'm good to have you here. Cause we just gonna keep building. We're gonna get on here one day and there's gonna be thousands of people in here. I'm like, yo, these was the first people to believe. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have to force them, but look at their entities. Look how they growing. Look how much money they really making doing what they love. Because like a lot of you guys this is really freaking easy. Like this is so easy, but it takes you to have be able not to be scared of risk, and also to have a vision so you can reach that vision, because a lot of us just be moving and not have no vision and no destination. You feel me?
You said it. I was listening to you earlier. You mentioned something about I think the wife was talking about creating an ebook. No, you were talking about an ebook, and she was like, no, how about some of this expertise you have, share it with people? And, just thinking about that, I've bought this ebook, that ebook, and you hit it right on the head. Sometimes those ebooks, they just lie dormant. But this right here is valuable. I think as you talked about having goals, I was like, man, goals. I need to put together some goals. So it created this sense of urgency within me. So I definitely want to applaud you first and foremost for that. For those
Give it to the queen because it was her.
All right. Like I say, my wife and I, along with our kids, we have 5 children, man. And so we've been pushing our brand for probably about a year and a half now. And mainly just propagating Black love throughout, I would say globally. And right now, I think for me, what it is, we're just trying to figure out the blueprint, how to scale this thing, how to take it beyond just right here, just going various places. I'll say it like that. Like I said, I think the brother just got off. I'm more of a skill set. I'm down to do the work, but the business side, that's kind of where the problems lie. And I feel like I'm close, but I'm trying to just figure out some more things. And I don't know. I think about time sometimes, like, you know, how much time is left to read this book or read that or read this? Tell me. And then I'm going to build on that. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of where I am.
I love it, man. This one thing I love, guys. I love transparency. So I commend everybody on here who's been very transparent about your struggles. I think that's really like my whole thing about the group, about everybody coming in and being transparent and being willing to grow. Right? Because you can't grow if you got an ego, you got a pride, you can't grow. So it's like even stuff I don't know, y'all gonna teach me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So, and like you said, man, it's very key. Like, even like I supported this brother. I got on a call. I was doing my thing where I was like, hey, I'm gonna talk to some businesses so I can get you guys into my community so y'all know it's real, so y'all know I'm real. I'm gonna see what I can do to help. And then I got on the phone with him and I ended up buying a piece of merchandise from him. I think I bought a few people's stuff that day. I don't know if I bought it for me or I bought it for my wife. I don't know what shirt I bought or whatever, but I think I bought some for me and my wife or whatever. I supported too many businesses that day. But I think you said you're gonna match me. So I think that was a key thing, man. But at the end of the day, I think for what you and your wife doing with y'all brand, I think the key thing for y'all brand is to showcase you and your wife love, and then y'all content that y'all put out, show the content of the love of with the merch, right? Like if you shoot more content like that, that definitely gonna help you guys scale, right? So with y'all business right now, what kind of entity you guys set up?
At the moment, everything is online.
No, your entity, like so an LLC,
LLC,
C Corp.
LLC.
Okay, cool. All right, that's key. And I hope everybody that's on here got LLCs or C Corp, some type of entity, because I'm going to tell you how to do it anyway if you don't get it. But that's real key to building business credit. And for me, what I said, hey, man, I want to jump in. Instead, I was going to jump in and do my first few videos, be content development. But I'm not going to lie. Majority of people do not know how to access business credit. So I say, hey, man, let me hit them with this first to show them like the value that they really gonna get inside of my community. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, okay, let me show business credit, because that's where a lot of us struggle on. We can really grow if we had access to that finance. And by us not having access to that finance, that's what makes it hard for us to get the content.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, let's talk about money first, and then we get the progression into the content. As long as y'all can run in there and get that money, it's a wrap, right? Yep. So, man, I commend you on that, King. And we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna keep growing, man. And I commend everybody that's on here to make sure that you guys get out there and start writing more in the chat room. I think that's real key, like daily, like say something, interact more, because I know every day y'all see something from me, right? So I want to see something from everybody every single day. Like, hey, what's on your mind? What you doing? What problems you have, right? So today you like, yo, I'm trying to network with somebody. I'm trying to put out these many shirts. Hey guys, can we cross promote? Right? Can I promote your business on my social media, and vice versa? I promote yours on mine, right? So that's what the type of thing I really want to build, that we start building off each other and cross marketing, because that's going to be key, right? And if whatever you guys are selling, each other support, right? So if your shirts cost $20, and then let's see, even if you don't got a dog, you might buy a gift card from Dream to do a dog walk to give to one of your neighbors that have a dog. Hey guys, I want to give you this gift card so you can go walk your dog. I just did it from this company to support this Black business.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, you guys got to start doing it. And that's what's going to be really game breaking for our community, because it's our community. And then also you guys knowing people who need this type of information and start say, hey, you need to join this. You need to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's big, because the bigger we can get, the more leverage we got, the more hands we get to touch. Now you got to think, let's say we got a community that got 1,000 people. Hey, you know, you showed your new merch. Hey, I just released a new piece of merch. Hey, can everybody support me? Well, now you just got 1,000 people bought a t-shirt at $20. Guess what happened? How much money you just made?
20 grand. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, for the people, I'm gonna start advertising you guys in the app. Like my app, it's been around for a year. I got over a few thousand people that have the app. I just switched the app last week to build the community because I felt like this was more powerful, right? So when I do notifications, I'm still hitting all their devices. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to do a push notification and say, yo, Marcelo, he got this deal going on with his t-shirt. If you guys get this, you get this, you know, whatever it is, Dream got a dog walking special, whatever it is, that's what I'm on. I'm on really building y'all. And even like for most of you guys that signed up, y'all seen what I did instantly was put you guys on my social media. You know what I'm saying? Show that's the power of what we're trying to do. And when I bring in these other people, it's to show you guys, hey, you got access to this. We building communities for real. We helping each other for real. Every problem we got, we should be able to solve inside of this, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your $14.99. I want your growth. You feel me? $14.99 would be saying, hey, I'm committed to doing this. And if I said free, you wouldn't value it as much if you got to pay a little something. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna break the bank, but you know, like, yo, I'm here to get some resources. You know, so man, I commend you, King, and we're gonna keep building. Miss Melissa.
Hi, good to see you. Really happy to, you know, and be involved with this. I know we did a few stories together, and I'm really excited to be here. So in terms of my goals, they're very, you know, the same ones as a lot of people on here. So building business credit is one. I've been going through a loophole trying to figure out how to build business credit. So I'm excited for any information that you're able to tell me. And then like Fuqua, I really want to start with government contracting in 2021. Because I have an LLC and I'm a minority owned business, obviously. So, and I heard there's so much money into that. So that's like one way I can just continue to bring revenue into the business. And then number 3 is product development. So I'm a content creator as well. I have a publishing company, Melwrites LLC. It's a boutique technology driven writing company. So I'm used to producing a bunch of content, but I want to give content away like as digital downloads. So I am working on a calendar, and I want to use that as also a way to build data and marketing, because I am a marketing by trade, but I just feel like there's so many big concepts that, you know, when it comes to myself, I'm like, I need people to bounce ideas around. So I'm really excited about this group to like bounce ideas around. And then the marketing side, you said you got to spend money. So I'm trying to pull the trigger and spending money for Huddled Masses, which is a multicultural marketing firm. I'm happy to share them with you, but they have access to different website, multicultural channel websites. So I'm like, I spend money on marketing, but I feel like it's not enough. So, and it's also not in the right places. So I feel like, I think Brian was saying something about Instagram. I spend marketing on my Issues digital publishing platform, which is great, but it hasn't really been getting me money enough like returns. So Huddled Masses, I feel like would be best, because I also have an e-commerce side of my publishing business that's growing. So yeah, just looking forward to whatever you have to offer, and I'm willing to grow, and I'm excited to be here.
See, look at that. Look, a lot of y'all guys, man, me and Melissa go way back, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. It was I met her a few years ago when I put out my
Huffington Post.
yeah,
Mhm.
when I put out my film, the Hopeless Journey, is a picture up there, a painting from it. She literally put, I had a publicist named Kiki, and Kiki and they had a great relationship, I suppose.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, very much.
Melissa, she put me inside a Huffington Post, didn't charge me, didn't do nothing. She was like, yo, and then stuck with me for over the years. You know what I'm saying? And people like that is like is game.
Covered the app. Like, this app is awesome. So yeah.
And she hit me. She was like, yo, you just changed the app around? I said, yeah, I think I want to focus more on education. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think because, everybody got Facebook groups and all of that, but not everybody got their own community inside of their own app, teaching their own people. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Like, I don't know nobody. Like,
yeah, some people have Facebook groups, but like not in an app. So, and I also want to do an app too. So that's another thing. Hold me account. So I want to produce a video game by my my birthday in July. So that's something that I need. Like, I'm gonna need your help on, because you and your wife Gabby, she says she does apps. I'm like, give me all the help.
And she did my app. So the app that you guys are in, she did that. Her company did that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's crazy that right now, all of the resources that you guys got, and it's crazy. And we're going to keep building, because I promise you guys, I am not letting up. I am on these phones. I'm talking to these people. I'm on their asses to start building this community. But I only want people that's serious. I only want people that want to grow. I don't care if it's only 5 people that I end with that changes the game. I don't care. I just want to say, hey, man, Dontel really helped change the trajectory of my business. That's what I care about. And I really want to see the trajectory change. I really want to see you guys own stuff. I really want to see you guys doing 6-7 figures a year with no problem. I really want to see you guys put back into your community and help your community. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me read these comments. I need some of that. I have a game app. I did, all right. Oh, I forgot to add, finding a way to motivate people to leave reviews online. Oh man, you motivate them, Ladream, by giving them some incentive. You leave a review, I'll give you $10. You know what I'm saying? It's marketing. Everything got to get paid for. So all your clients, you say, hey, I'll give you $10 if you leave a review, or $10 off of your next dog walk. You see what I'm saying? $5 off, $10 sound a little better. So give them $10 off their next dog walk if they leave a review. You know what I'm saying? You just got to think about how to be very strategic with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I didn't know I didn't know if that was bribing. No, that's not bribing. That's rewarding. You get rewards. People do, like, that's nothing wrong with that. Bribing is like, yo, hey, bro, get me off the hook today. I'll give you this, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you say, hey, if you leave a review, I'll give you a discount. That's not bribing. It's true, because 9 times out of 10, you get 100% great service anyway. They just need a little incentive to go and take the extra step to go leave a review on Google or Yelp or whatever it is. So give them a little incentive. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to move quick as hell. If you give them some type of incentive, they're going to move slow as hell if they do it on their time. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to keep that in mind. So, don't think about that as anything negative. Just say, hey, what do I have to do to get these real reviews? So these ain't bots or nothing like that. You ain't paying a third party to leave reviews. You get honest, legit reviews from your people. You know what I'm saying? You just give them a little incentive. So that's key, right? So this right here is probably just like half of my cards. You know what I'm saying? Like platinum, gold. You know what I'm saying? I got tons of cards, right? Business cards, personal, all the same, right? Well, not all the same, they're different, but I got tons of cards. I don't know how many cards I got, but I know I got so much lines, right? Lines of credit. And the key thing about having these cards is leverage, right? So this is how I do when I get bank money and stuff like that. Let's say if I just use 100,000 real fast, I use 100,000 to make 300,000, and I give them back the 100,000, and I pocket 200,000, right? So when I pocket the 200,000, I put that up, right? And then I do it again. I use their line again. Let's say I use another 100 again to do whatever I'm doing, marketing or investment, whatever it is. I take their money and I pay for it instead of using my cash, right? Because what a lot of you guys doing right now is using your cash. Let's say you just saved up $10,000 to go buy this new piece of equipment for your business. Well, as soon as you go and spend that 10,000 you just saved, now you're back at zero. And by you being at zero, now your mental is off, because now you got to go try to run it up. Your ribs touch, you got to think about bills. And that is where people go wrong, right? Because you don't want that feeling. But if you got access to business credit or personal credit, whichever one, now you use those cards and you go and use that 10,000 to purchase that item instead of using your 10,000 in cash. Now you got your 10,000 in cash just sitting there. And now you can make payments on this. Sometimes it depends on how long you had your cards. You got 15 months of no interest. So you ain't paying no interest, or well, you do pay interest, but at the end of the day, you use that piece of equipment to double or triple your money at that moment. And now you start paying off your cards. That's the key thing about using cards. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. They scared of credit. They scared, I don't want to get no credit cards. I don't want to get none of that, because we was instilled to not even use credit. We was instilled to be scared of credit. But I'm telling you guys, every person that's wealthy in the world used credit at some point, or use credit now. Even the Dave Ramsey dude. The dude used the credit. He just messed up everything. So now he's telling people to be fearful of credit, but he didn't tell people that he used all that credit to get to where he at today. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want you guys to know, like, don't be scared of credit. Just be very disciplined with credit, right? So I don't want you guys getting credit and just going out by Louis, Gucci, all this other stuff, trying to live a life, because that's where we go wrong at. We go wrong trying to live that life. No, sorry. Your cards are only meant to increase and scale your business. Your cards are not to buy stupidity. And if you are somebody who know I'm about stupidity, I want you to leave the room now, because I don't want to empower you with this tool and you go out there and you mess it up because you're trying to live a fake lifestyle, not realizing, yo, you got to pay that money back. This is their money. This is not your money. This is just a tool so you can run your money up and keep running your money up. You know what I'm saying? That's the key with credit. You know what I'm saying? So I know some of you guys might have a 700 credit score, but only got $1,000 line of credit. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't realize how important credit was. You just was like, okay, I just want to sign up and get a credit card and I'm going to do whatever. But at $1,000, you can't even spend it on marketing. You can't use it, because once you use it, let's say you use a whole $1,000, now your credit to utilization is 100%. Now your credit drops and now you get scared after you pay it off and don't want to do it again. You know what I'm saying? So these key things. So when it comes to business credit, right? So I don't know how many of you guys already have entities, right? But if you don't have an entity, I'm gonna show you how to create it doing all of this, right? So the key thing with business credit is your name, right? That's the first thing we think about. So you want to make sure that your name don't say, hey, I'm an investment company. I'm a financial institution, because you say that, why in the hell would I give you money to go out and trick my money off? No, the bank's gonna deny you, because that's a risk to them. They don't want risk. You know what I'm saying? They want easy candidates. That's why they're looking at your credit score. That's why they're looking at your payback score, because they're making sure that you're not gonna mess their money up. You know what I'm saying? So if you're starting an entity, make sure that your name don't keep you stuck in a box. Make sure your name allow you to be progressive and grow, right? So think about names that can be long-term. I like to tell people that, hey, use your last name. If you don't got an entity, use your last name, because it's about having something that you're going to keep. And by you using your last name or whatever it may be, let's see, now you got this entity that you know you're going to keep. Not if you say, hey, I do whatever, and be in a box that you're not going to do in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, because when it comes to building business credit, it's about having seasoned accounts. That means being in business. The longer you're in business, the more that they value you. And some people think like, yo, I had my company for 10 years. I got business credit. Well, no, you don't got business credit, because you never established it. You just got seasoned. You just been around a long time, but you can't go and use that entity to buy nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I got vehicles in my business, 100% in my business name. So that means my name, personal name, is nowhere on no paperwork. And you guys, I don't know, we got Porsches, Maseratis, and all of that. but we use those as marketing tools. I don't own no Louis Gucci clothing and none of that type of stuff. Well, I would buy a nice automobile because first of all, my company paying for it. Second of all, by me being what I'm doing, I have to pull up nice. So, or people stop me and be like, yo, hey, what is it that you do? And by them stopping me, not just connected and got a new client, but all along, my company is paying for all of this, not me. And that's the key thing. And if something go wrong with my company, I don't have to hold the debt. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind about your goals and what it is that you're trying to do with your entities, you know? So once you got the business name together, you want to go to the Secretary of State, right? So the Secretary of State.gov, whatever your state is, 9 times out of 10, you'll put that, type that in Google, that state, and go to secretaryofstate.gov, right? So a lot of people be scared to go and put their own business or register their own business. And what they end up doing is going to like a LegalZoom or something like that, or just not even getting the entity started due to the fact that they scared. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go there. And then another thing that people fail to do, and I see this all the time is, and most of you guys are going to say, yo, that's me. I want you guys to type in the chat room if this is something that you did, all right? When you went to the Secretary of State, when you registered your business, you registered your business and yourself as the registered agent, but you used your house address. If you did this, let me hear you say me or something in that nature in the chat room. Oh, I see hands going up. Lorenzo did that. Ladream did that. You know what I'm saying? Melissa did that. So majority of everybody do that, right? And guess what happens? If I go right now to whatever state you guys in, I type y'all business name in a Georgia business search or New York business search, whatever state, I can type the name of y'all entity. Now I know where the hell y'all live, right? And that's something you don't want to do. You want to make sure that you guys have an address different. So people, like, let's say if somebody go wrong with your service, they can't come stock you. They can't do none of that, right? And I did that in the beginning too. Now they won't know nothing. Like, you know, they gonna go to old addresses or some shit. But I want y'all to make sure that y'all keep that in tune, because that is right there is safety. That's you want to have some cushion between you and that entity. So what I want you guys to do, because you guys about to have to re-register y'all entity in February, right? With your annual registrations, I want you to make sure that you got a business address, and then even for your address as a registered agent, you put the business address so nobody know where the hell you guys live. So they don't have to come stock you or do none of that weird stuff if they don't like your service or whatever it is, or just being nosy, right? So I knew that was gonna get y'all. So of course, to start y'all business in majority states, it costs $100. So if you guys don't have an entity yet, go to the secretaryofstate.gov and create an account there, and then create an entity, right? And so a lot of people got LLCs. And the reason why y'all got LLC, because y'all see it so much, or somebody told you, hey, go get an LLC. It's nothing wrong with LLCs. It just depends on what is your goals, right? And if your goals is to just be small and never go on the stock market or never go on Wall Street or go public with your entity, then you have an LLC, right? That's cool. You know, you got one tax return, everything flows, whatever your company net, it flows through your personal. It's easier for you to get approved, but you also more liable because it's personally attached to you, right? So like me, my main entity is a C Corp, right? And the reason why it's a C Corp is because it's separate. And one day I plan on going public with my media company, right? And so by me having a C Corp, I have to pay 2 different taxes, my personal taxes and then my corporation taxes. Everything is separate, right? And then I got shares. So if I wanted to give shares and stock to my family members, my employees, people I work with, I can do that. You cannot do that with your LLC. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are thinking about ever going public with whatever you do, go get a C Corp or S Corp or something in that nature. Do not go get a sole proprietorship or a partnership or nothing in that lane, because you got to grow regardless. You know what I'm saying? And your entity is going to get big one day. And so when you own a Secretary of State, think about what is your goals, right? If your goals, you got long-term goals to go public, or if you just want to just keep it simple, running through your personals, right? So that's a key thing to think about while you're registering your entity. And then think about holding companies, right? So let's say you got an entity and you want to go start a new entity. So when you go on a Secretary of State, I want you to think about where it say, hey, is this individual or is this owned by an entity, right? So this company, your main company that you got now, can own other businesses. And so now you more pushed away, personally liable, not personally liable because you're more pushed away because you don't own that entity. Another entity that you own owns this entity. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding the hierarchy when it's time for you to grow, and that's key. And like Ladream said, okay, how do we get business address? Can it be a P.O. box? No. Nobody wants to deal with no P.O. boxes. I can't trust it. I won't trust it. The banks won't give you no money. And they also not giving you shit if you live at home. Your business is at your home address, right? So we're going to get to that. The next thing you want to do, and like I said, to start your entity is $100. Go to secretaryofstate.gov. That's first thing, and get your, if you're doing a business LLC, you're going to get your articles of organization. And if you're doing a corporation, you're going to get your articles of incorporation, right? So those is key things to understand. And then you go to the IRS.gov, right? And then you go get your EIN number, which everybody be like, yo, EIN number, this is my social security number for my business. Yes, that's one of them. You got a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? And to get your EIN, it's free, right? So, somebody might charge your arm and leg, but you're paying for the time. So you literally can go start your entity for $100 freaking. So if you know somebody that's trying to go out and start a business, some of you guys have done it and some of you guys haven't done it. And some of you guys done it, but you went to a third party to get it done. So you never understood the blueprint of how to do it. So what I want you to do is to see one of your friends and maybe for Christmas, instead of giving their ass some toys or a gift or whatever, get their ass a business. You know what I'm saying? Push them to move forward, right? And that's key. So that right there is just to start off the structure. Just because you got articles of incorporation and an EIN, that does not mean you're a business. That just means you filed your stuff with the government and that's it, right? You ain't a business until you can walk into these banks and get you some freaking money to grow and scale. That's when you're a business. Right now, you're not even legit. I'm just being honest with you, right? Okay. What if the P.O. box that identify as a business address with a number suite? If it's a P.O. box, it's a P.O. box. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is people don't realize that you can Google when these banks trying to give you loans for your entity. The underwriters, what they go do is Google the address. They Google address, and if it say UPS, FedEx, wherever it is, then they're not dealing with it, right? So let's get into that now. The next thing you want to do is go out and get you a virtual address, right? A virtual address is basically saying, hey, Ladream got her business inside of this business suite, right? This business building. And inside of that, you really don't got no office. You just got a mailbox, but it's not considered a P.O. box. It's considered a virtual office. And a virtual office means that they collect your mail there. And you can go to a company called Alliance. So if you Google Alliance, they amazing. I use them. I've been using them for years. And with Alliance, what it allows you to do is to pick an office building, like these big old office buildings you be seeing downtown and all of that. And now your business address can be inside of there. And all you paying is $50 a month, $75 a month, depending on how the prime area of it is depending on the prices. But typically it's about $50 to $70 a month. But me, I pay at the first of the year, everything for the whole year. I don't do month to month because I don't like having tons of bills, right? You know what I'm saying? Melissa just put it in for you guys. So it's inside of the chat. Yep, Alliance Virtual Office. And you want to get that. So when you guys go re-register your annually filings, I want you guys to make sure, you can do it now I'm telling you, if you do it now in 2 months, you're gonna have to redo it anyway, because that's when the filing is up. So you can wait 2 months, or if you're really ready to rock and roll, go and pay the $75 now, and then you have to pay another $75 February or whatever, you know, to do your annual filing. But go out there and get you a virtual office. And the dope thing about this virtual office is that you can make sure that, like, let's say if you want to meet somebody, you can rent out their conference room. You can rent out an office in there about an hour, paying $30 an hour or something. So you look even more legit if you want to do business and not meet people at your house or Starbucks or whatever it may be. You can actually meet them inside of this building. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to do that. That is definitely necessary. And of course, getting a 1-800 number is necessary, right? No PO boxes. Go back to that. No PO boxes. So if your business is a PO box, get rid of it. If your business is your home address, switch it out, right? Because I'm not giving no money. I don't care. You tell me you make $1 million a year, but your address say your home, and I Google your address and I see a house, I'm not giving you shit, right? So that's the same thing with the banks. They're not giving you nothing. So you got to show yourself being as legit as possible to get this money. You feel me? So that's what be wrong. A lot of people just get the corporation, get it made, get the EIN, and that's it. Everything attached to their home, their personal cell phone, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you go wrong there. So make sure you got that 1-800 number. And then another thing is you want to get you a website. I want to be able to search you. So whatever it is that you do, you go out and get your website. The quickest way to do this is going to themeforest.com, right? Go to theme, like a theme. This theme is a party or something. Forest, like you're going in the forest, bears and all of that. So themeforest.com. And the goal is to buy WordPress templates, right? So these WordPress templates cost, it range from $10 to $100 and some dollars, right? You know, and what you want to do is go and buy a WordPress template for your website. And then you want to go to HostGator.com. And when you go to HostGator.com, you want to go to a little package, probably like $4 a month, $10 a month. And what you want to do is get a hosting that has WordPress. You know, or you can go to Wix, you can go do all of these things, but I do this route, so I'm gonna tell you this route. And then you go to HostGator, and what you do is you buy that template from ThemeForest for like $30 or whatever it is, and then now you just pay $4 a month. I always pay up for the year, like I say, so you whatever that balance is for the year, and now you can import it, the template, because it's already made. Now you're changing out the words. So you can just put a little theme about what your business do, so you can have a legit website. And then you can go to like GoDaddy. And when you go to GoDaddy, you can type in on Google GoDaddy 99-cent code, right? So now you go get your domain for 99 cents for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a legit website. You're doing it yourself, so you don't go out and pay, you know, $500 up to, you know, a few $1,000s for a website. All I need to do is see a little bio on that website of what it is that you're doing. You can go to Upsplash and you can get stock photos and put it in the website. You don't got to put yourself. Just give me a little bio about what you're doing, because what happens is these banks, they're going to search your website. You know, when they search your website, they want to see that you got a website, that you legit. It just makes you more valuable. Yeah. You can do a Shopify because it's a website. It's a real website. I can search your thing and I know you legit. So Shopify works if you're selling merchandise and all of that stuff. You know, so, you know, whatever it is, just making sure that you have a website and a web presence. You know, the next thing you want to do is you want to go to listyourself.com. Let me make sure it's .com. Make sure I'm gonna triple check. If it's not .com, it's .net. Sorry about that, guys. My phone wants to have a mind of its own. listyourself.net, right? So it's how I pay so much. I don't know. So you want to go to listyourself.net. I knew it was .net for some reason. Listyourself.net. Right, and at listyourself.net, basically it's a 401 database directory. So you want to make sure that you got all your business, everything about your business listed on here, because what it's going to do is put you in the 401, and now you're more Googleable, searchable. So when I look up your entity on Google, it pops up quicker. When I look into these databases like 401 white pages and stuff like that, I can find you. So that is the thing that these underwriters doing. So you want to make sure that you list yourself, that you can be Googleable, searchable, and really have some type of internet presence, you know, so that's a key thing, right? And then when you go into these, go get your domain, a lot of you guys, you know, you got a website, you got an entity, you got all this, but you still got your email at Gmail. How many of you guys got your email still at Gmail? Say me, raise your hand or do something. Let me see. So, all right, we see Ladrine still got hers. Okay, Lorenzo, everybody, right? So you're still not legit, right? Because if you're a real entity, every entity that you deal with, it has whatever their name is at their.com, right? So what you guys need to do is whatever your website provider is, go in there and do your name, whatever your name is. If it's Ladrine at yourpetbesties.com. That should be your main email, not at gmail.com, not none of that. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I was trying to change it and did get the process through Squarespace. Okay, didn't get it. All right, so we'll go back and see what you got to do, and then making sure that you guys do that, because if you don't do that, they're not going to really take you serious. Like every step that I'm telling you to do it. Do not miss no step. Do not think like, yo, I'm gonna go around this. I'm gonna do it my way, because I'm telling you everything that really worked for me and everybody who I built business credit for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, my mailing address is my old apartment. So you gotta update it, man. Get everything updated. So, you know, make sure you guys get that verified email. That's key. And another thing is, you know, you got a business, but you putting all your business money in your personal account. You know, how many of you guys are doing that? How many of you guys don't have a business account yet? And you're just doing everything in your personal checking account? Let me hear you guys say something if you're one of those people. Dang, everybody. Come on, man. What you guys doing, man? Come on, guys. We need to have a business account and we need to have a personal account, and we have to have everything separate. So what I want to do is challenge you guys to go by the end of this week to a financial institution, and I want you guys to open up your business checking account. What you guys are going to need to do to open it, if you're an LLC and you got other people on the LLC, both of those, all you guys got to go in together to open up a bank account, a business bank account. But if it's just you on the corporation or the LLC, then you just go in and you need to take your articles of incorporation and everything in, and you need to open up your business bank account. Kind of like what I was telling Brian earlier, is that you got to have your personal money and your business money separated. If you don't have it separated, you merging it. And then another thing is, how do at the end of the year, if you don't got a business account, how do I know how much money your company made? Because I can't see your P&L statements because you have no trace of it. You know what I'm saying? By you having no trace of it, it's going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So start, I got a business checking account. Congrats on that. But the ones who don't, make sure that you go and open one this week. That is pronto. That is no joke, right? And this is going to allow you to be taken serious, because what's happening right now, I'm going to have you guys raise your hand again. You know what I said? Because I did all this stuff to myself before. So you guys not alone, right? How many of you guys make some money from y'all company and y'all don't report it? Y'all keep, if y'all getting cash, y'all put the cash up in y'all pocket or in y'all safe or whatever it may be, but you don't report it to your business. even if you do have a business account, right? Because a lot of us in minority, we try to run from Uncle Sam, right? We like, yo, I don't want to get taxed for this money. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that hurts you the most. So once you guys who don't got a business account, once you open it, every single cent that you make from your business, you better make sure that it goes into your business account. I don't want you to put nothing to the side, right? Make sure every piece of cent goes in there, right? Because the goal is to get your entity numbers up, right? And the way you do that is about calculating every dollar. Uncle Sam don't tax what expenses you got, right? So if it say, okay, if you put $100,000 to your business bank account and you spent $90,000 on operating and you guys only profited $10,000, Uncle Sam only going to tax you for the $10,000, not the $100,000 that went through your bank account. So let every dollar, every cent go through your business bank account and stop hiding it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hiding it to the side, it hurts you. And another thing that I want to tell you guys that, you know, a lot of us do that do have business and do have accountants and stuff like that, we try to write off everything. Don't write off everything. Try to use more deductibles than write-offs. Let Uncle Sam get his money, because when you guys go out and try to buy properties and assets, let's say if you made $100,000 and you wrote off $90,000, that means your company only made $10,000. So if your company only made $10,000, why in the hell should I lend you any money? Or why should I allow you to go buy a piece of property? You didn't make no money. You broke. Your company not doing good. So try your hardest to not write off everything. I know we want to pay less in taxes, but if everybody don't eat, then everybody don't win. You know what I'm saying? So Uncle Sam got to win. Uncle Sam got to eat something. You got to eat something. Your business got to eat something. Like, everybody got to win. So understand game theory. So don't try to write off everything to pay the less in taxes. If you got to pay a little more in taxes to keep more of your gains, then do that. And when I say your gains, I'm talking about, instead of saying, hey, let me write off 90,000, if you got to write off 20,000 and now it showed that you guys profited 80,000, now your company more likely to go get money from different financial institutions. You know, so just understand. So writing off means that it's just an expense you don't take. Now, deductible means that the depreciation and whatever it is, you go buy a laptop, you go buy a car, you go buy stuff, if you go buy, like, let's see, this camera, right? I spent $50,000 when I bought this camera, right? You know what I'm saying? And then what I did is wrote it off as deductibles over a few years. So even though I spent the $50,000 and it's gone, what happened is I spread it over a 5-year point. So every year 10,000, but I still got that whole 50, and I was able to get more stuff, right? And I still, you know, got it written off, but it's called deductibles, you know, of the depreciation of the value, right? So just understanding that, if that's not as clear to you guys, when you sit down with your CPA, this only if you're trying to buy more shit, right? If you ain't trying to buy nothing, you're just trying to sit and have money and just say, hey, it is what it is, then write-offs. But if you're trying to go buy real estate, you're trying to go buy this, all of these lenders need to see that your entity is making some money. And if it's written off, then they can't count it. You know, let me see. Let me read some of these things. Okay. Oh, we got a couple questions. Okay, let me go up a little bit. Okay. I was just in the bank to inquire and didn't do it. Why you didn't do it? Okay, I got a business bank account. Okay, I set my appointment up. First appointment is Friday. How do we do the verified email, right? All right, so it depends on who your hosting is. And 9 times out of 10, whoever your hosting is, you should be able to go in the back office and you should be able to go to create an email. And this is what I do, right? So when I create my emails, I still have my Gmails, but what I do is have my @Composite Media. I get it forwarded to my Gmails. You know what I'm saying? So I can get them in my Gmail and I can get them in my what's name. So I get them in 2 places. But when I hand out my email, I only hand out the one at compositemediahd.com. I don't hand out the Gmail. You know, so you should be able to do that somewhere in your back office, depending on who your host provider is. You should be able to go in there and create an email. And whatever that email is, it should be at yourpetbesties.com. And you know, let me see. Okay, Gabby. Okay, you can do it through Google Business. You can get a business email address or through your website hosting. So she said you can go through Google Business and get it. Okay. I reported it to spreadsheet and savings. I report to a spreadsheet and saving account that I don't touch unless it's expensive. Okay. Okay, not me, but I just lost a escrow from a client who did that and thought the underwriting wouldn't catch it. All right, what's the difference? My host is GoDaddy, is that okay? Yeah, it should be okay. Next thing you want to do is, you know, a lot of people go out and they get their EIN number, right? And when they get their EIN number, they don't go and get their Dun & Bradstreet number. Right, you need to go get your Dun & Bradstreet number, because when you get your Dun & Bradstreet number, this is what the credit bureaus is looking at. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at that. So I want to make sure you guys go and apply for your Dun & Bradstreet number if you don't already have one. So literally go to Dun & Bradstreet, BRAD Street, Dun, DUN, and Bradstreet, and make sure you guys sign up your entity under there, because what happens is, when it comes to business, they pull your business credit from Dun & Bradstreet, from Equifax Business, and from Experian Business, right? So those are the 3 credit reports for the business side. So make sure you guys go report to Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet is free. Listen to me, it's free. But when you get there, they're going to try to sell you on some $1,500 plan. You don't need it, right? Do not sign up for that $1,500 plan they try to get you. They be like, yo, if you sign up, we can backdate all your receipts from the last 2 years, you know, and put that and give you lines of credit from that, right? Don't do that. Just go in there and sign up, get your free account, and this is what's going to help you start generating your PAYDEX score. Your PAYDEX score is what your business credit score is ranked through. Unlike, you know, like how your personal is ranked through your TransUnion, Equifax, and your FICO score. This is a PAYDEX score, you know, so your personal can go from 300 all the way up to 850, but your business is from 0 to 100, right? So the PAYDEX score is only from 0 to 100. And to be honest, this is how they scale it, right? Because businesses are meant to hold debt. Your personal is not meant to hold debt. So with business, it's about you making payments on time. If you make payments on time, then this is what happens. It goes through your DUNS number and your what's name and show that you're a great subject. That is what they care about on that. So just making sure that you always ahead of time, that you paying your stuff on your what's name. So how will my credit reflect through DUNS? How soon? If you don't got no business credit, it won't reflect until you start getting business. But you need to have your DUNS number already established. You know what I'm saying? So all you guys make sure tonight. I had it for 2 years. If you had your DUNS number for 2 years, but you didn't build business credit, then it's nothing to report. You know what I'm saying? So you got a DUNS number, you just don't have no lines of credit on your business to report to DUNS. So it's going to stay blank. They're going to say not enough information to read. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to go out and build business credit so you can report to it. So, and when you get your DUNS, you want to make sure that all of this stuff, your virtual address, your 1-800 number, and with your 1-800 number, I don't know if I told you guys, but go to like Grasshopper and grasshopper.com. I'll send you guys a link too. You know, go to grasshopper.com and pay for that, right? I think they got stuff like $24 a month. Like I said, once again, I always do annual. So it's a lot cheap. I think it's like $200 a year or something like that. You do annually. And you go get your 1-800 number. Do not use your cell phone, because when you use your cell phone, it's not separating the business. The big thing when it comes to building business credit is separation. So I don't want to be calling your business, but it's your personal cell phone to them. But when you use Grasshopper, your cell phone is hidden, but you got a 1-800 number and it still go to your cell phone. So, you know, and then you can put different lines and different people can be able to have their number attached to it. You got a database, you can fax, you can do all types of stuff with Grasshopper. but you got a 1-800 number. Like for my company, my 1-800 number is 833-936-3342. You know what I'm saying? So now look better. What if you got a business cell phone number? A business cell phone number is cool, but that 1-800 number is more valuable, because to them, they don't know if that business cell phone number is your personal number or not. They don't know. They just see, yo, this is just a cell phone number. This can be or not. So I think it's safer to get that 1-800 number. It just make you more legit. You know what I'm saying? You can still have your business cell phone number, but add that grasshopper onto it, and now every call going straight to that business still. You know what I'm saying? It's just about more legitly. We don't want nobody to deny us. We don't want nobody to not take us serious. So we're gonna do everything that we got to do to get taken serious. You know. So all right. So when it comes to your building your business credit, right? The key thing is once you do all of that stuff, that get you to being established. You know, and once you establish like on the web and all of that, now the key thing is starting to go and borrow some money from people. But the first type of people you borrow money from is little product vendors and stuff like that, which is considered net 30s, right? And a net 30 is basically this company gonna front you. They're gonna front you your janitorial products. They're gonna like tissues, soaps, and everything that you might need from your business. And what they want to see is your ass gonna pay them back or not, right? So some of them gonna front you, and some of them are gonna make you pay first, and then by the time your second time, they're gonna give you a line of credit, which allow you to do a net 30. So that means you got 30 days to pay their ass back. And the key thing about it is not waiting until the 30th day to pay them back. It's to pay them back on the 15th day, right at the half mark, right? And the goal to do that is to use companies like Uline, Granger, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a list of these inside of the chat, and it's gonna be Quill or Gabby, if you can do it for me. Granger, Uline, HD Supply, Quill. And these companies, what they're doing is they're allowing you to basically show your worthiness. And once you do that, guess what happens? In 30 to 60 days, now you got a line of credit, right? And now you got a Paydex score. And this Paydex score is what allows you to go out and start getting business credit, right? Or you can do this, right? So if you don't do the net 30s, which like I said, once again, Quill, Uline, Granger, HD Supply, and like I said, I'm gonna put them in the thing so you guys can do it, so you guys know because some don't report, you know. Or if you just go on Google right now and type in net 30s, you'll see a list of them, right? And the key thing is to make the payments, buy some products, and get them shipped to your virtual address, because you want to make sure that your virtual address is established, that your 1-800 number is established when you do these, because this is what's going to start reporting on your credit. But if none of that stuff is established, you're going to mess up, right? Or if you already got a business account with some of these entities, what you can do is, if you don't want to do all of that, you can literally go into your bank right now and apply for a business credit card, right? It might not be high, but it skips those net 30 steps, right? You know, and how's this in privately? It skips those net 30s, but it's not enough money. So it's a small amount of money, but you want to make sure you do the net 30s, because what happens is once you go in there now, you got a Paydex score of at least 80. So 80 is like an A+, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you guys. So when you look at my entity, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is my company. I got A+. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is you make sure that you go and do those lines first so you can get you a Paydex score, and then you go into those entities. But when you go into those entities, you make sure everything is aligned, right? And then another thing, you want to make sure that even if you guys have not made no revenue, you want to keep that in mind too, because if you with that entity and that bank is trying to give you some money and it's your bank, they know how much money going into your bank account. So what I want you to do is really be really cautious before you go in there and get that bank account. I mean, go and try to get a credit card from them. I want you to make sure that for that 90 days before you go in there and get some funding, I want you to make sure that you got money moving through that account. And when I say money moving through that account, that means that you deposit at least 20,000, 10,000, you know, and if you do that, now what happens is you're more likely, because you got a business bank account ranking, right? So now you're more likely to get exactly what it is that you then put through your account, even if it's the same money, right? So even if you got 5,000, 10,000, and you got it on a personal credit card, take it off the personal credit card with like a PayPal, Venmo, or whatever it is, pay the interest, but now you run that money through your business account for 3 months. So let's see if it's 10,000, you run it, you deposit, and don't take it all out at one time, do bits and pieces, bits and pieces. You're only gonna do this to start off, right? And there's a little gray area, right? You won't get in trouble, but you don't wanna keep doing that type of stuff. You just wanna use that just to get your first couple business credit cards, and then you wanna get up out of it, right? So let's say they're gonna give you most likely what it is that you averagely deposited into your bank account that last 90 days. So if you deposited 10,000, your first credit card with your credit institution might be 10,000. If you did 20,000, you might get a $20,000 credit card, right? And so when you get these institutions, you want to go to your Chase, you want to go to your Bank of Americas, you want to go to Discover, you want to go to Capital One, you want to go to American Express. And then what they're going to ask you, hey, so if it's not your personal institution, then you can say, they're going to ask you, hey, what is it that you annually grow? You know what I'm saying? Think about this, right? If you tell them, hey, I annually grow $50,000 a year, how much money you think they're going to give you? They're not going to give you nothing. And majority of that stuff is stated income, right? And that's why I want you guys to get y'all companies all the way through, so you guys can make sure that you got P&L statements. Because with me, I'm blessed that my P&L statements say $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I submit my P&L statements, I get whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? And you guys just making sure that if your P&L statements don't say it, then you're gonna, you know, state your income. Like, what's your gross income? You know, realistically, you know, if you put $50,000, they're not gonna give you no money. So I want you to just be realistic and be like, maybe $300,000. You know what I'm saying? Then just so you can get to moving, man. And that's a couple gray areas. And then when you're doing this stuff, you want to make sure that you just being realistic. If you just started the company, you ain't gross $300,000, you know, but if you're a couple of years old, then that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to make sure that you go out there and get your accountant, a CPA, and all of that, because so you can understand how to structure stuff and you can move better. And these type of things is necessary, you know. And if you're not an LLC, but if you're an LLC and you got more than 2 owners, I want you to make sure you pay yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't pay themselves from their companies. And then now you're looking at your tax return, even though you're self-employed, now you can't go get shit because you didn't take time to go pay yourself. So I use a company named SurePay, and I pay myself every month. You know what I'm saying? So I can have personal tax returns. I can have paying my personal taxes, and I don't got to worry about Uncle Sam. And then I make sure my business taxes is paid. I don't got to worry about Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things is how you get your business credit. And then what you do is you take the business credit, like once you get all that stuff established, what I say, you go online and you get a Capital One, you go get American Express, you go and get a Discover, you go and get a Citi. And so the key thing is to use these debit cards before you go get loans. We're not here to get loans. We're here to go get credit cards, because majority of the credit cards got no interest for 15 months. And majority of the business credit cards, majority, not all of them, like Capital One and Discover, them motherfuckers don't report on your personal. So you just be a little cautious with them. And when I say report on your personal, if you pull that money off, it's going to reflect on your personal. But like Chase and all these other ones, they don't report on your personal. So if you got a Chase business credit card and it's $50,000, you can use that $50,000 for marketing, Or if you're trying to go out and buy real estate, you can pull that $50,000 off and go use it as a down payment for real estate or whatever it may be, right? So, because a lot of the cards don't report on your personal. And then once you get all your personal cards, your business cards together, the first thing you want to do is get your personal. So you want to go to all of those same institutions, the Chase, the Discover's, the American Express, and you want to get your personal cards. But you only want to get your personal cards if you got at least a 680 and above. Try to be in the 700s, making sure you don't got no collections. And once again, when you go in there and you try to get those cards, you want to go to like a My Jewelers Club, a Huntington Chase, or you want to get added to trade lines from one of your family. That means you get put as an authorized user on one of their credit cards, and now you got their credit limits on your things before you go in and get you your personal credit cards, right? So when you go to Hudson Chase, My Jewelers, they're going to give you $5,000 each to use at their entity. So now, okay, now you got $10,000 in personal credit, right? And then you go get one of your family members to add you as an authorized user. Let's say they got a credit card for 20 grand. Now show that you got 20 grand plus the 10. So now you got 30,000. And then you go apply for your, in this order, you'll go apply for your Chase. Then you'll go apply for your Discover It. And then I want you to keep in mind when you're applying for these people, when they say, hey, what's your annually household income? This is where a lot of people go wrong. They say, oh, I only make 30 grand a year, 40 grand a year. They didn't ask what's your personal, they said the household. That means your wife, your brothers, your sister, your mama, everybody live with me, man. We do $175,000. Everybody live with us. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to keep in mind your zip code that you live in. If you Google right now, like, hey, what's my annual income for my household in this zip code that you live in, you're going to see what average people make in your area. So if average people make $40,000, there's no way in hell you make $175,000. It's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of stuff like that and put your household income on these cards. And then you got to think, you go out, you go get a quick 50,000 on your personal. Then you turn around and go get a quick 100,000 in your business. Now you got $150,000 of buying power. This is how you scale your businesses, because now it's not your personal. Remember in the beginning, I said, if I use $100,000 of their money, I make 300,000, and I put 200,000 back, and I give them their 100,000 back, and I use their shit again. That's why I say do the credit cards, because you always get access to those lines. You know what I'm saying? You go get a bank loan, as soon as you walk out the bank, you got interest, and you got to pay all that shit back quick as hell. And it's like, what about if you don't got nowhere to put the money? But with the credit cards, you use as you need. In the loan, they just give you a big ass lump sum or whatever it is. You might not need all that, but you're paying interest on all that. Credit cards, you get to pay interest on what it is that you need. Then once you get all of the credit cards and understand that, then you go up to the lines of credit. So let's see, now they give you $250,000 to pull from, and then they charge you a 3% interest rate on whatever you got out. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you utilize it. So like for marketing, my American Express Platinum card, marketing. Okay, cool. I want to spend $50,000 this month on marketing. Cool. I swipe my American Express card, right? I don't use my personal cash. I swipe that, and then I make sure that I make at least $150,000 from whatever advertisement I'm running. And then I put my $50,000 back on American Express, and I take my money. Same thing. That is what you're doing. That's how you scale. You know what I'm saying? You don't scale by using your cash. You know what I'm saying? You scale by using the credit. But then you utilize these credit cards to do that. And majority of these credit cards got 0 APR for the first 15 months. You know what I'm saying? Any questions? Any questions? No questions? Oh yeah, I was scared. All right, well, we don't got no questions. That's good, right? Did everybody understand what I was saying? Give me say something in the chat, raise your hand if you understood everything I was saying.
Oh, I have a question. I was writing it in the chat. Sorry, I got frozen for like 5 minutes. So after the DUNS number, so I already applied for my virtual office, and then like I have the DUNS number because I know I need that for government contracting. What do I do after that? Thank you.
So with your DUNS number, you're gonna do your net 30s, right? As long as you got your 1-800 number, your DUNS number, then you go list yourself and you got your website, and you got your business bank account, then you're gonna do net 30s. You're gonna go use Uline, Granger, Quill, HD Supply. You're gonna go and you're gonna buy products from them, and once you buy products from them, they're gonna give you 30 days to pay it off. And once you want to pay it off in 15 days and not 30 days. And once you pay it off in 30 to 60 days, you'll see that line on there. And now you got a Paydex score at least 80 out of 100. And now you can go and apply for business credit. And then what I want you to do is make sure when you guys apply for business credit that your personal credit is good. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in there and you got a fucking 500 credit score, 400 credit score, and got 30,000 in collections. You ain't getting shit, right? And if you're one of those people that got bad credit, then you need to get a business partner on your entity that got good credit that they can go in and get some monies for you guys, right? So just keep that in mind. So if your personal credit bad, you go out and fix it. And the quickest way to go and fix it is to pay the shit off. If you did it, go pay it off. You know what I'm saying? You can go and hire these credit companies to dispute shit. But at the end of the day, your goal is to get billions of dollars in credit. So if you can't go out and pay a few $1,000s in debt that you did, you're not going to have the etiquette to pay it back when you getting $1 billion, 100,000, or 50, 30,000. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have the etiquette to pay it back. So go and pay it back if your credit bad. I don't care if you didn't do it. If you didn't do it and it's on your credit profile, you go pay it off. You know what I'm saying? Because this etiquette is key. You know what I'm saying? Did everybody understand everything I was saying? Because I ain't gonna keep you guys too much more longer. Let me know where you guys got any questions at.
Sorry, I have another question. So you mentioned the My Jeweler account. Is that for building your personal credit or? Okay.
Mm-hmm. My Jeweler is for the personal, because what happens is at the same time you can be having personal and business, and now you got double buying power. You know what I'm saying? That's the key thing. And then your best friend or your wife or your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, you make sure that they got something going on too. You make sure that they got an entity for whatever they trying to do, and they got good credit too, because now you got quadruple buying power. The thing about it is just having the buying power and the spending power. You know what I'm saying? And that's key. Dream, what you said? Profit and loss. Okay, your profit and loss statements is basically all the money that run through your business bank account at the end of the year. It shows what you guys profited and what your expenses is, right? And what you net, right? And so what you do is your accountant here set up your P&L statements, and your P&L statements, it'll be like, okay, you guys made $1 million, but you spent 600,000, so you netted 300,000. Right. So by now you netted 300,000. Now, when I go out and try to buy shit, they be like, they going to ask for out of my tax returns, my business, my corporate tax returns, or they going to ask for my P&L statements. And when they ask for my P&L statements, it's just to show how much money my company grossed and how much my company netted. So, but you would not have that mastered if you don't have a business account, because what people fail to realize, all of these numbers are going through your business account. So whatever you deposited, whatever you pulled out, withdrawal, and all of that, that is what determines. That's why I told you to make sure every penny that you get from your business, you run it through it. You know what I'm saying? QuickBooks, what that does is help it better organize. So you don't have to pay your CPA for bookkeeping. You know, but somebody still got to manage, at the end, somebody still got to organize everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but you definitely need QuickBooks. It helps out tremendously. And that's key. I have been getting a lot of personal pre-approval letters this month. The top two were US Bank and PayPal credit. Any suggestions? Do you need it? US Bank, that must be your personal bank, because that's one of the ones I wouldn't do. Like I wouldn't do like Credit One. I wouldn't never do that. I only do like big providers like Capital One, American Express, Chase, and you know those big guys. You know, And PayPal credit, you know, PayPal credit allow you to use, they got working capital and they also got business credit, you know what I'm saying? So they basically give you a line. Working capital, what they do is if you did over $25,000, $15,000 annually, they'll give you that basically upfront, and then everything that you got coming in, they'll take 30% from all your incoming money through their platform, right? And then business credit, basically they'll send you a lump sum of money, and then you put it into your business account. But what I want you to realize when you do that, that interest starts. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, don't use loans first, use lines of credit. I did the PPP loan from US Bank. Okay, that makes sense. You know, you already done got a big loan from them, so they're trying to give you more. They're trying to give you more money. At the end of the day, it just depends on if you need it. And if you do need it, is it a credit card or is it cash? So if it's cash that they're trying to deposit into your bank account, then I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that because now you got to pay it off. When the lines of credit, you're going to use what you use. And then the company I use to pay myself is called SurePay. You know what I'm saying? SurePayroll, sorry. SurePayroll. And I like SurePayroll. I used to use ADP, but with ADP, every time, like, so if I was doing bi-weekly processing, I get charged $50 every processing, and it started to add up. So if I was doing weekly, I get charged 4 times, but with SurePay, I get charged 1 time a month, regardless of how many payrolls I process, you know? So yeah, it's a credit card with no interest for 6 months. That's cool, as long as you're gonna be able to use it within that 6 months and flip it. I like anything that don't got no interest. I really like a year. I really don't like 6 months. I like a year and up. Yeah. So I like SurePay better because it's $30. So, but yeah, so let's think about this. What are you you got some stuff you need to do. And if you got some stuff that you need to do, use it. And just be very mindful of the numbers, right? When you guys put in numbers, be very mindful of this stuff, because most of the stuff is just stated income. So you don't have to verify stuff. So, you know, put a little more, you know what I'm saying? Think about your whole household so you can get bigger lines of credit. What people go wrong at when they put in this shit, they might make $40,000. Nigga, if you make $40,000, what you think I'm gonna give you? I'm gonna give you $2,000 because I know you can't handle it. But if you make 100-some thousand or almost 100,000, I know you can handle it. I'm gonna give you more money. So, you know, just think about that stuff. And that's key. So find a CPA. Yes, have a CPA. You know, you need a CPA because you're dealing with your business. You're dealing with money. You got to pay Uncle Sam. You got to do all that. You guys busy. We busy building our business. We don't got time to worry about that at the end of the year. Go ahead and pay them folks. They don't charge much, but like $600. Go pay them that $600. They're going to file everything for you. And then whatever you owe Uncle Sam, you're going to have to write a check to the IRS from your business. It's a business expense. You know what I'm saying? So those things is key. You know, Brianna Banks, can I have you get on real fast? I know you was a little late. Hey, Miss Banks, you get on for a second? Well, whenever she get on. So, you know, that's key. And so I just want you guys to take all of this information and I want you guys to use it to grow your business. And if you got any more questions or anything like that, I want you guys to ask it in the group. And if somebody else in the group don't know, I want you guys to, or do know, I want you to respond. And I want you guys to start interacting more with each other in the group. I want you guys to go out and tell people about the group. I want you guys to get more people in there. I want you guys to let's keep building our community, you know, and if it's something that you guys want to learn, I'm willing to bring in people to get on these Zoom calls because we're doing these every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, it's a new discussion. Every 2 weeks, it's a new topic. So if it's something that you guys all like really, really want to talk about, if I see a lot of people talking about it, like, okay, I want to learn X, Y, Z, this, well, that's going to be the next topic for the next group. You know what I'm saying? Go Government contractor expert. Okay. I think I actually know a couple people that do government contracts. So that's the key. That's the only way we can keep growing. I don't want to give you guys useless information that you don't care for. I don't want you to be bored. I want you guys to be excited to jump on these calls. I want you to be like, yo, man, this this Monday we getting on. Oh, I can't wait, man, to see what we're gonna learn and what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is I want you guys to read. Like I'm a big advocate of reading, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys don't got Audible, go download Audible. You know, if you guys haven't read The Richest Dad and the Rich Dad Poor Dad, go read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a game changing. And then after that, I want you guys to go read The Richest Man in Babylon. Then Think and Grow Rich. Then Millionaire Success Habits. 10X Rules. Like there's so many books out here. I want you guys to start reading more. The first book, if you guys haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, say something. Say me or raise your hand. Me. Cool. All right. So the people who have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, go read it again. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is I'm adding a book club to the group as well. So we add in goal setting with Gabby, and then we add in the book club. You know, and it's called Audible. Audible is by Amazon, and I like Audible because you can it reads it to you, and you can be on the go. A lot of us is on the go, so we can't go out and really take time to read the books. So we got to listen as we multitasking. You know what I'm saying? So that's real key. And start reading, guys. I read tons of books. I'm probably like 50, 60 books in, 55 books in for the year. I understand. So, you know, and I don't stop educating. A lot of people, what happened is once they graduated out of college or high school, they stop educating themselves. You're going to forever educate yourself. Like I pay for so much education, so much knowledge, and I steady educating knowledge, give myself knowledge nonstop. You know what I'm saying? So The Richest Man in Babylon, amazing book. You know, sorry, I didn't know we would be on camera. I'll be prepared next time. Oh yeah, you don't have to be on camera. You can just turn your audio on. So yeah, turn your audio on. Tell us what it is that you do and what your goals are.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
I actually have two businesses. I have Kingdom Society Apparel. It's the Christian t-shirt company. But we have other products that complement the t-shirts. And I also started a new business called Kingdom Society Consulting. And what that does, I'm a virtual ministry consultant. That's what I do.
Okay, so tell me some of the things that you struggle with and some of your goals.
My struggle with my first love, which is Kingdom Society Apparel, has always been sales. I tend to give away more product than I make money with, and I was always taught that, you know, well, if you give away something free, then you'll get more business, you know, or people don't know you, so you have to give them something that attract them in some way. So I've always been told that, and I even did. I started like initiatives inside of my business, like I have the Woman of Faith Award, and it helps women in ministry, and that brought a lot of traffic to the website, increased it like 3 times, but no sales. So it's always been sales for me. Okay. And it bothers me, but just because, you know, I'm passionate about it. It's something that I love. I've had my business since 2017, and it's precious to me, and I want it to work, but I just don't understand sales. I understand sales, but it's hard for me to make a sale.
Okay. So what is your price points like?
So the shirts range, my products range in between $12 all the way up into $32.
Okay. And all right, so what's the designs looking like? I want you to share inside of the chat room, our community. Yeah. I want you to share the designs of your shirts, you know, okay. Because that can be a big point too. Like they might not like the shirts, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't realize like, yo, it's your passion, but some people might not like it, right? Yeah. So if they don't like it, then let's find a designer to redesign it and make it more fresh. I don't know how they look. I'm just assuming, right? They might be fly as ever, right? So it might just be you listen to the people telling you got to give away stuff for free when at the end of the day, you don't. You just got to make them believe that they need that damn shirt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, buy this shirt. Like I'll give you something else. I'll give you a free conversation or something to get to sell a shirt.
Yeah.
It don't matter. I can give you a damn flyer for free. My merchandise, because you're going to keep being in that bottom line ain't don't revenue.
Right.
It's not going to hit. So, or what you can do is you can start pinning people that's in that community, the Christian community and everything. You can, some of the valuable players, you can start paying them to wear the merch. And once you start paying them to wear the merch, now these people are starting to see it and now they want the merch. And then you just got to make sure that you're talking to your correct consumer. Because what happened is you might not be be talking to your consumer for that piece of merchandise. So that's why the sales is not equaling up. You know what I'm saying? So and then like Ladrine said, get brand ambassadors, get people to promote it. They got to see people wearing it. And then with your content got to show an experience, how I feel putting on this shirt. I might be bummy or something, but once I put on this shirt, I got confidence. Now I can go out and do this, or I just feel more prouder. Like, so you got to start putting out content that shows experience of wearing your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to make sure that you buku wear your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the flag holder. A lot of people say, yeah, I wear my merchandise. No, you gotta wear your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta wear your merchandise. Like, you feel me? So people not understanding that. You gotta be the billboard for your stuff at all times, and you gotta make people buy. I make people buy on the spot. I'm not here. Oh, I'm gonna check that out. Check what out? What you checking out? Come on now. Just if you can't support, say you can't support. I understand it, but you're gonna buy this shirt. You know what I'm saying? And then also put deals in. You know what I'm saying? Do contests, do giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Show everybody who you did get those free shirts to. I hope you got pictures of them and start posting them every single day and showing them like, oh, look how, I love how she rocked this shirt. Oh, I love how you rocked this shirt with the Kango or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? And then with your advertisement, run advertisement to your communities. If your shirt is about religion stuff, go to these churches. Go do seminars at these churches. Go talk to the pastors. Go do something where you can, you guys do some type of giveaway or something. Now you got a merch table there and you giving a word away, or you giving food away, or you giving something away. Now they're getting to see your shirts in a different eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to that effect, I did,
You went out a little bit. I don't know if her mic just went off or I just can't hear her. You guys hear her? I don't hear her. Brianna, just let us know when you get
can you hear me?
I can hear you now. She's back.
Sorry, it's the connection. I'm sorry. All I was saying was I did a neighborhood market, and I actually did well at the neighborhood market. I actually had to buy more merchandise, and that was probably my most profitable months was when I did the neighborhood market.
Explain.
So it's good, but it's just online. It's getting the client to purchase online.
It's because what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Are you just talking to your same followers? Are you putting out ads? Are you running ads?
I ran ads from May until September.
All right, May to September, how much you spent on ads?
$300, almost $400.
All right, that ain't nothing, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. You spending $300-400, and that's May, June, July, August, September, 5 months. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't spend no money. You ain't spend enough. And then whatever you advertisement, it wasn't catchy enough. You know what I'm saying? Ladrine said your website is nice, secure your site. So you need to go get your SLL, and you can go look at those and get those. Because if you're selling products, you want to make sure your website got a lock on it. And by having a lock on it, you need an SLL. I think I'm saying it right. And you can go, they cost like, you can go to sites that charge like $20, Or if you got a WordPress, you can use a secure SSL plugin. You know what I'm saying? SSL. Yep.
Okay.
So anytime you're selling products, I'm not going to put my credit card in your site if it's unlocked.
Okay.
That can be a driver away too, but I don't think that might be your problem. Your problem might just be the content that you're marketing, and then how you market it, and then that you're not putting enough money in there. When you say, okay, when you say you spent that $300-400 for 5 months, barely $100 a month. So it's like, we got 30 days and less than $100 a month. Like, yo, it's 30 days. What are you spending a day? Even if you spend $10 a day, that's $300 a month. And that's not no money on advertising. You see what I'm saying?
So what do you, see, this is the thing. See, that's okay. When you talk about not making money and you're talking about $300 is not enough money, I mean, it's kind of hard to justify more money. You see what I'm saying? To justify more money in ads when you don't make the money.
That's the biggest thing, right? So I'll tell people to stop running ads on Instagram and Facebook until you do this first, right? Create you a meme about your story and your merchandise, and you go post those on these sponsor pages like Black Wall Street, stuff like you see on Shade Room, and not Shade Room yet, it's too expensive, but sites that like your Spiritual Word and stuff like that. These sites cost like a couple $100, $50 and stuff, like $25. And what you do is you tell your story, and now you're getting these Black consumers to start buying your products like that. And now you're making more revenue, and then you go run ads. And when I say it's not enough, because if you think about it, if you run an ad at $10 a day for 30 days, that's $300 a month. But $10 a day, how many people really gonna see it? Because you're bidding for those spaces. You know, so, and then you got to also realize, what are the interests you put in there? Who are the target audience? What states they on? Are you getting real into depth with talking to your exact target market? You know what I'm saying? When I spend ads, I'm spending $100 a day minimum. You see what I'm saying? But when I spend $100 a day, I'm not just reaching. I'm making sure I hit retarget. I'm retargeting everybody that hit my Facebook or my social media in the last 60 days. So they've been to my page before. So I'm in your video. Yo, I see you on my page. Why the hell you ain't buy shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like just understanding that. And then another thing about it is I got content coming out inside of the group that breaks down how to do that. And of course, if you're not making enough money, that's why you got to start using your business credit cards or your personal credit cards to fund it, because you're not making enough money, but you're not also putting enough marketing because you don't want to tap into your personal money to use for the marketing. That's why this one's real big to go first, you know, understanding how to go get business credit. And I know you came in late. So what I want you to do is to take a little time out and go rewatch this. Okay. You know, and use this to start funding it, because this is the best thing with t-shirts, right? Everybody got to wear them.
Yeah.
Regardless. But you just got to get your consumer, the right target market. And then, like, I'm going to go, when I get off here, I want you to share your designs and everything, or your website in the chat. And I'm going to go check it out. Put your website and your Instagram, and I'm going to go check it all out. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you, like, yo, I think your designs is dope, or I think you might need to work on this because it's not universal. Or it's just like, let's get your niche market, understanding that you exist.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's great advice. Thank you.
Oh, no problem, Queen.
I was just going to add, I put Pinterest in there because apparently Pinterest has really good ads. Like, I got like a few referrals from my site, but I did not spend a lot of money on the ads. I spent like $32. So next time, once I get everything together, I think Pinterest might be a great resource as far as, like, you know, people who are looking for that spiritual, like religious church content. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I say, go get those influencers, man. That's like, bro, literally, like, when I tell you guys, these things are game changing, because let's see, if it's a big person I want to do something with, if they cost 10 grand, 20 grand, I'm gonna just go swipe, and I'm gonna go get them to promote my product, and then I'm gonna get my monies back. Like right now, I'm about to take over the radio. I'm gonna take over the radio in a few different states right now. You guys seen I took over radios before. I did billboards, I did everything. I'm about to go take over the radio for the community, and then also for my content development. So I'll be running ads to get people to join into our community that probably don't know that we exist because they don't follow us or none on. And I want you guys to share this on your stories and tell people, you know, about this stuff. Just get people in there. Let's really keep building. This stuff is very like needed. It's necessary. We got to come together and we got to keep building people. Like I said, all of the resources and the education I get, I'm here to share 100% with you guys, and I will share 100% with you guys. Because I want to see you guys grow, you know, and I just want to keep seeing people grow. And I don't know if you guys know, but inside of the creative, Learn Creative Business, everything that I just talked about is already in there. It's already lessons of how to grow your business, scale your business, understand your brand. So go and watch those videos. It's over 115 lessons inside of the creative business side that's going to help you scale, you know, to become your own investor. You know, everything that I talked about is in there, you know what I'm saying? And so much more. You guys got to take the time to really utilize the app. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, we're putting all the stuff for the content development now. It's just upload. We're just uploading now, you know, and we're still filming it. And then also I want you guys just to utilize the information. Take your time out of the day and watch a few videos, see what it is that you're lacking on and see where the video at, because the video is 9 times out of 10 there. You know what I'm saying? So take that. And then also, like I said, right into the community, share stuff every day. Even if it's just a good morning, guys, I want you guys to have a prosperous day, whatever. I want everybody to keep writing in the group chat at least once a day. And if somebody writing it or somebody new come, welcome them in. You know, this is our neighborhood, you know, so welcome them in, congratulate them on whatever their success. If you achieve something this week, put it in a group. This is your family. Let's keep building. You know what I'm saying? So if you open up your business account, you got your virtual account, hey, and make sure y'all congratulate them. Let's not leave it dry. I know it's new. I know everybody be scared to talk, but let's talk. Nothing is off limits. It's no, hey, you can write in there 24 hours. You know, everybody might not respond at 3 in the morning, even though you got that idea. We'll see your ass at 7. You know what I'm saying? But and let's just keep building, guys. You know, on that note, I'm out. Any questions? If you got a question, say it. Jump on video and audio. Hello, yeah. I'm waiting.
Yeah, so real quick, I just want to say, man, once again, thank you. This was a great session. I loved it. Picked up some great info. Also, just going back to earlier, what I heard about somebody talking about problem consistently posting. I heard about an app called Later, where you can basically put different pictures and captions on like a calendar, and it'll post it for you automatically. And that's one problem I find myself doing, trying to post. But what happens when you put it into a calendar and it automatically posts throughout the day for you? So just wanted to drop that, Jim.
Drop that, guys. Hey, Later, go get the app Later, man, and pre-upload that content, man. And like I said, once again, man, please share about this community on your social medias. Please tell your friends, your family. Let's keep building, because like I said, I'm not gonna miss no week. Every other week, I'm not missing no time. I'm getting on here to talk to you guys. And like, if it's something that y'all personally want to talk about, put it in the chat. Let's get to it. Like, I got a calendar. I want to keep implementing you guys. Next conversation we're going to talk about is data collection. How do you guys collect data and what you do with the data? Once in America, every shopping center you go to, they collect your data, but you guys not collecting data. So you're wondering why you can't reach your clients or potential clients, and why you're not getting new clients when you do a launch. Why you got crickets? You know what I'm saying? So it's like all that type of stuff. Like, that's what I want to talk about next. So how to collect data is how to, you know, the whole system, you know. Can we all follow each other's social media to hold each other accountable? Yes. So everybody inside of the chat, make sure you get inside of the community, make sure you guys put y'all social medias so everybody can follow each other. And like I said, guys, hold each other accountable inside of the community, and let's keep building. This is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And as you guys know, on Wednesday, I'm giving away $500 to one of you guys. So one of you guys, lucky guys, going to get $500 from me. I'm going to share it on social media. I'm going to Cash App, Zelle, whoever wins. And at the end of the day, it's real. Every month I'm going to do something. Next month, I'm going to give away a free article right up in Yahoo Finance. So one of you guys will be able to win a free write-up on your business. You know what I'm saying? So every month I'm gonna keep doing something to help your business grow and expand, you know. So I just ask that you guys help the community expand and grow, you know, because that's key, you know. And so yeah, congratulations to whoever win that. I got another deal tomorrow that I'm giving away $200 for the person who give the most people in the community, but you guys haven't been on it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's still up, you know, so somebody could win. If you guys get whoever get the most people signed up by tomorrow, you guys get a free $200. You know what I'm saying? So Wednesday, I'm giving away $500. Tomorrow, I'm giving away $200. Like, I really want you guys to grow your brand and take things to the next level. And I'm willing to risk and put up my own money to help you guys grow. So, yeah, any questions? No questions? I'm out. Gotta go eat dinner. I'm hungry. So, man, I appreciate you guys, y'all time, y'all energy. Let's grow our community. All right, everybody have a blessed night.